Yo, what's up, family? Welcome back to another live stream. And today I want to discuss with you a little bit about this topic here, why majority of people like wishes to help, like to support you materialistically. And I want to discuss with you like what are the causes, for example, maybe if you are to share with us on the comment section. Yep. Why? Like especially when you're living abroad, not just abroad, different parts of the world. Like I've been to several countries, so I've seen like the interaction. So the question here, which you want to discuss exactly after I do a little bit about the presentation, will be about why like do majority of people like wants to help us materialistically to give us or something money to solve your problem instead of solving the inner core problem, which is an opportunity like to make money, instead of someone offering you an opportunity to make money. So we're gonna be discussing a little bit about this. And it has happened, I've started observing this even back then when I was still in my country, Tanzania. But when I moved also to Turkey for studies, I was able like to meet a lot of people, like even people who have different like abilities or who are in different situations, like having their own kind of industries, kind of company and other stuff. But whenever it comes to relation between you, like who is have maybe who is going through a hard situation and someone who is in a good situation, you find it is real hard. The only situation which remains there is someone to offer you something for his meals or to give you some little support, like for your like to survive, like okay, to give you a little amount of money, maybe to if you are living abroad as a student. Let me take an example. Like okay, someone might be willing to offer you a little cash, maybe on the paying for the rent, or a little cash to go on the bills, little cash to go on foods, for example. But this is kind of temporary advice, temporary support, like okay, which also doesn't can't sustain you for a long time. So for you to keep in for you to go on perceiving or going on to survive under this situation, it needs you at least like to keep in touch with the same kind of person for your entire study time. So while if someone had to offer you an opportunity, means maybe if you are lacking finance, so someone could offer you an opportunity where you could make, even if it's a little amount of money, so you could be able to generate your own and you could be able even to manage it. And later also maybe for the coming, even when you are living for the next months and other kind of expenses, wouldn't be also necessary for you again to think of someone support your support something which you wanna do or support anything you wanna do. And it has been common every time, common, like I've seen it whenever I came to Romania here. Also I've seen whenever I talk to someone, after you finish talking and other stuff, if you have anything like okay, if you have any problem and other stuff, I'll be able to help you, but not offering an opportunity. So it's looked just on the finance and other stuff. So it has been challenging, but probably sometimes it happened, for example, like that, because depending on the biography to which our countries have been named, when you introduce yourself and other stuff. So sometimes it happens whenever you say you come from any African countries, so you just know like you cannot sponsor or support yourself. Maybe that has been one of the major major challenge during, or has been one of the cause which triggers a lot of people to think in that way, to to think in that way to help you during to think in that way in order to solve your problem, to think in that way. Because whenever you talk and you say you're coming from a certain African country or coming from a certain African country, probably what comes to their mind is what the media has been showing them, like the desert, and also maybe coming to other things such as those kids who were seen hungry, and why the continent has already changed, but it has been one of the major image which has been kept there for so long. And also the exposure also, probably for the people, because they don't have that much exposure, they depend much of the news to get them from the internal sources, and which the internal sources actually they cannot favor like what is really there, because also it's based on the propaganda and the project as well. They need to make them success. So probably can be also one of the causative, like for them to think that way. Yeah, but it has been really challenging for the time being, and whenever you go and move and other stuff has been really challenging. So I wanna gather your thoughts, like anywhere where you are, like anywhere where you live, or anywhere where you have been. Like, what is your opinion on this, or how do you? Is it correct, like for someone, whenever you talk to them or whenever you present to them, like after you have talked and expressed yourself where you're coming from, the first thought to be helping you financially? Like you got lackage of money, you got needs of like foods, maybe even you're not living well or you're not even cooking and eating well. Is that, should someone think that way, like in order to, and should someone think that is the right way, like in whenever you meet new person, you just think this they can, even here where we have met now here, like they are unable to live well? Because you can imagine, like you meet someone here abroad, right? So you weren't there, like you don't know how they came. They came by plane. Who paid the flight ticket? You don't know. You came, you met them here. People are living. They're not living and sleeping in the streets. No, they live. You just meet somewhere, if it's in the mosque, or you meet somewhere if it is outside on the street. That's it. You just meet around where other activity are going on, so you don't meet somewhere where people are just sitting in the other stars, like that. So it has been challenging, especially for my side. So I don't know, I was trying to think what is the major cause, but I think it can rely on those two, and it has been happening since I think when I just arrived in Turkey for the first time. It was like, still new and other stuff. I just thought as if it was, how do I say, kindness and other stuff. But after it goes time, and sometimes even when you get into the university now, it means when I came, like when I came at first, when you wanna go and do the language battle course or etc. For that time, you still unexposed to the environment. So okay, you just think of the greatness. Even here in Romania, for the first time, you think of the greatness. But as time goes on, when you start now knowing the real within themselves, like interacting with them and know that, okay, for now I'm not in need of this and I'm not in need of this. For example, if me and you, we are into the same university, so what do you expect you as my fellow student, like to help me, like that? If we go maybe in the restaurant, you wanna pay for me, you wanna do that and do that. But at the end, isn't that you doing from within? You do it as if you think someone cannot do it, So that was the real experience. For those who wants to join me here on the live, kindly click that link and you can be able to join to participate your thoughts here within this time where we are trying to look at the exact reason why. Like, should it be normal, or is it normal? Just say I'm the only one, or we are the only one who we aren't used to the system, or is it something which isn't okay? Like, it depends to the perspective. And if really someone wants to help you, like, we have to rethink of the charity. And that's why even whenever you give a thanksgiving, even the way I'm doing when I'm trying to talk to different people, maybe on the scholarships and other stuff, I don't wanna make it that every time for you to need me. I don't wanna do that. So whenever there are news, I give you and I tell you how to do it, so that you be independent. So for that, you can at least you can manage now to do your stuff on your own way. But whenever it comes to this issue, it seems like people, they don't wanna leave you, give you freedom, okay, to go on with your stuff. So they wanna you to remain like a burden, like to remain independent, to remain attached to them for your life to go on. So but when it comes to the other side of the coin, if we are to observe, for people to give opportunity or to give money, majority of people who chooses like to give money, when it comes to the other side of the part for the religion as Islam. So people are giving like sadaqah, which is thanksgiving. You can say thanksgiving. I don't know the particular vocabulary to use in English. Yeah, but it's sadaqah. Sadaqah, I think the same. So for that case, which means it has a reward in it, and it is given as the order and teachings and great teachings from our might. So for that case, you can think for that case as good. Someone giving one a part of his or her wealth. So for that case is good. But whenever you think it as general, like whenever you meet someone, oh, whenever you have anything, call me. Not anything. Like, it just seems like you must have. You must have. It doesn't seem as if you don't have. It seems as if you got problems, and you need to call me to solve those problems. So in one way or another, it gets you lowered down on how you could, your confidence and other stuff. Yeah, but with the time you get used to. So for example, for the all time which I've been living like abroad, so you get used to whenever someone now tells you, okay, whenever you have anything, call me. Yeah, you can just say, okay, I don't need anything, thank you. Yep. But at first it was real awkward, to be that straight and other stuff. Yeah, so sorry for inconvenience and other stuff. So that's the major thing which I wanted to discuss a little bit. For you guys who are coming, and I've seen you have just diverted, and I don't know, was Aisha you are trying to say? I don't know, can you tell us about currently open, you are confused? So please, you can click the live stream and you'll be able to join me here. At least we can discuss a little bit and talk for your something which you wanted to ask, because also currently open, you made it confusing also, so you need me again to talk from A to Z, which is impossible. So this has been the major challenge, and even I was thinking the other way, also on kinds of opportunities. Opportunities I've seen also, they differ. Like whenever it comes like getting jobs in Turkey and other countries, for which other country like Romania here, there's a slight difference, on referrals and other stuff. So, for example, like getting a job, if it's to get an opportunity like to work, means you need to talk to someone who is real in that title to get you an award, like to give you a referral of somewhere where you can go. But meaning you won't find majority of the jobs advertised or put somewhere there where you can apply direct, like okay, whereby you don't need the connection in between. That's why even when it comes to different, like for those who are studying abroad, there are some organizations or some fund offering financial aids or financial grants, but also some of the like different categories, of these helps and other stuffs. Like in terms of you being in Turkey, is real hard, like to know the information of those of the information of these funds or organization. Whenever they offer everything, is real hard for you to know, unless you are linked, unless there's your friend who is linked over there, like it's easier to get the passage for the information, but it's real hard. But whenever it comes like here for the opportunities, is way more open for people for you as an individual, just to get the link, to get the website and dive and do everything on your own. So yep, that was all I wanted to discuss with you a little bit. But doesn't I'm just seeing you as observing me. So anyone who had a question maybe, or who wanted to bring in this contribution, suggestion, or what is the best? Is it the mindset for the people, or is it that the people aren't, or is it the system that made them like that? Because even today, like as I was coming from, not today, yesterday actually, when I was coming out of the certain building, then I had to meet a certain guy. We had to talk and other stuff. After I've talked, where you from? Well, I have my friend, I don't know, was traveling to Tanzania to his friend. Then after there, we discussed and other stuff. Then it came the part, whenever you have anything, you do this and that, but you have, I just kind of switched it. Yeah, I'm looking for opportunity. So what opportunity can I do in order, to be independent? And whenever you open such kind of conversation, it helps you. Like it helps you a person to realize like you aren't that one directional thinking, even to make him or her think in another way. Opportunity, okay. Or if you had a question, something which was going through your mind and you wanted to solve it, that's the perfect time to ask. Do you know, or are you familiar with where can I get this and this? Where can I do this and this? Or how can I do this? Or how to survive, Then it opens up different topics and different experience, and for that case it becomes the best, like instead of you just leaving one side, but now it opens up to multiple options. Hey, so guys, I think I've talked, and that was what I wanted to present about the solutions. For those who will join later, you can leave your suggestions on the comment section. That was all. Those who wanted to ask a question, you can join live if you want. Yeah, if there is no any, I'm gonna be ending the live stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.